to another episode of Chairs and Destes with me, Byron Darville. Joining us today in studio is the one and only Keith McKay in the building. Keith, how's it going? We do an official high five.
Yeah.
Welcome to Chairs and Destes. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. I'm glad you got out of the brothel you were in this morning and managed to drag your way onto set today.
Yes, man, it was a challenge.
Have you had your cup of coffee yet? Because you look like shit.
Coffee and donuts, man, and I feel like shit.
Which donuts did you have? Do you want to put a little bit of product placements in there?
We're not doing that.
It doesn't rhyme
We're not paying.
with Clispy Clean.
Clipsby Klitsnots.
Klitsky Clean. It doesn't rhyme with that.
No, not at all.
So, Keith, listen, thanks so much for being here today. You're a man of many things as well. So we had to kind of find a decent angle in which to interview on today.
Many shades of
I know you said you didn't want to talk about the murder trials of 1976 where you killed 400 people in a bus. So we won't talk about that. We're going to jump to this. So first and foremost, I think the most exciting thing I want to talk about is the Cannabis Cup. So I know you affiliated with the Green Smoke Room. Maybe I'm not too sure about that.
Yeah.
If you could explain that to me and the affiliation with the Cannabis Cup, because I know you guys are working on some big stuff. It's going to hit South Africa pretty soon.
Yeah.
And a lot of our audience are what we'd call stoners. And they're big into that whole thing. So maybe start with
enthusiasts.
Cannabis enthusiasts,
Exactly.
for medical reasons,
Yes.
not for getting high. It's all
we're
purely
getting
medical.
better. Yeah.
I've been medical since I was 15 at home in my parents' basement.
Self-medication.
It's a self-medication.
Yeah.
So the Green Smoke Room, tell me a bit about that.
Green Smoke Room is an international seed company.
Yeah.
We have a license to breed genetics in California, and that's where we breed our own strains and we distribute seeds worldwide.
Wow.
Fast turnaround times like 48 hours, and then we have already launched the registration for the first proper Cannabis Cup in South Africa.
That makes my heart
happy.
So
it's a long process because we're going to have a category for outdoor growers and indoor growers.
Right.
And outdoor season's coming up soon. So it's pretty involved. You'll need to document your grow, video diary, photo diary, diary. And then at the end of it all, in sort of April, May next year, at the end of the harvest, we're going to have the main events, the final show, where we'll have some really cool bands playing. All the players will be there to show us all their fancy.
Yeah, because that then ties into the other thing I was going to talk to you about, which is the tour managing and bands and stuff. So you can pull in all your resources together to make
exactly, and make an epic event.
So with the Cannabis Cup, I mean, we know it's been a thing, and if I'm not mistaken, it's Amsterdam is notorious.
I think
for
it was
hosting
originally
one.
the High Times Cannabis Cup. That was
It's the magazine.
Yeah, the magazine
that published it. It was their concept. They gave birth to that idea.
Yeah.
So where was the first one ever that was held?
I think the first one ever was in Amsterdam.
Okay.
In the 90s.
Back in the 90s already.
Yeah.
And that must have had. Do you think ever had celebrities that come past and smoke the weed and try the weed out, like your Cheeches and Chongs and guys like
Cypress Hill, everybody,
That's hectic.
So we're hoping to get to that level here.
That's awesome. So the idea of now starting a Cannabis Cup in South Africa, how much prep has that taken? And I guess when are you guys going to kick off? So when do we start seeing stuff published online? And
it's already online. You can register, you can enter,
Contestants, entrants, what do you call them? Just contestants.
Competitors.
Okay, it's like the Olympic Games. You said we're not doing athletic things, we're just growing Zol at home and
getting people better.
Making people better.
Yeah.
So what if I am a second time grower, I'm not a rookie, say I've grown once or twice, I want to enter, what do I need? Well,
what do you need to grow?
Do we have to pay? No, I mean, so what I need to enter?
There's no entry.
Is there like an online filling in portal?
Yeah, there's just an online portal. You register, you'll get an email with the following steps, but there's no entry fee or anything like that.
And then I've just got to grow mad Zol and keep track of it and hope that it wins.
Yeah, totally.
What do people win? Is it cash prizes? Is it respect, which I'm all for?
Respect, there'll be, seeds and accessories and grow equipment and nutrients, like a big bundle.
Okay.
So
if you guys
best grower or best bud or whatever.
If you find that you've partnered with other companies and stuff to get prizes and to
so some of the products that we supply, we'll get prizes from them, but we're still negotiating the final prize.
That's exciting. And so the grand reveal, the big day of the finale, is that televised or the day where the cutoff date, the submission dates for the end of the competition? How does that work? Like, how does it come to an end?
The cutoff date to register is a month from now.
A month from now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then on the big day when everyone comes in there, how does the day proceed? Is there one day where you're like, cool, everyone's here, we're going to watch our videos of people that they've grown their weed, or how does the judging work?
I think the judging is going to be, all the videos and diaries are going to be assessed beforehand, and then on the day it's going to be presenting the bud, and then we'll have a panel of judges, getting medicated. And I don't actually know how they're going to decide who wins, because after the fifth, sample, like how do you
say, because then you're so baked already from You can have your judges might start falling asleep and stuff. Do you get do you find judges? Do you have to get like some super experienced smokers that you just know from circles and cliques around the world, and they're your judges?
I think that's how it's going to go. I think it's going to be sort of the main faces of the cannabis movement in South Africa will be judges. Yeah. As well as some of us.
Is that the Dacha couple? Jules and I can't think of the other name. Would you consider them? That could be a pretty epic judge. Exactly. They're like the biggest advocates for marijuana rights and the use of.
They are fucking heroes.
Putting marijuana on the forefront of South Africa's roadmap and getting it legalized nationwide. I mean, it's a big credit. I'm sure if they're not judges, they might just pull in for them.
I'm sure they will, and they
for a zol, for a little zabril, a little rat.
Yeah, so much.
Can you name me 5 different street names for joints? What do you guys call them?
For joints, or just for weed?
For smoking thingies.
For smoking things.
You can't say weasels.
Weasels, angies.
Angies?
Which could go for cigarettes too, I guess.
Okay. I've never heard that one.
Weasels, angies. I don't know, dacha, zol, joint, spliff. Fucking, I don't know.
Fucking
roll up.
Yeah. I don't know, it's like you can be like, oh man, I don't know.
I'm more of a bong dude, so.
You're more of a bong dude, hey?
Yeah.
Do you have one of those huge, big, elaborate bongs? Do you have a Rick and Morty bong? What we got a connoisseur here.
You know what I did experience recently for the first time was a dab, and that is like...
I've never done that. I know a lot about it.
Yeah.
Can you explain for the folks at home?
Dab, yeah.
Quick explanation for a dab.
Yeah, so dabbing is it's concentrated cannabis resin. And it is incredibly potent. And if you haven't done it, don't do it in public or at an event because it's going to wipe you out, I promise.
Yeah, I've heard stories of people, they hit a dab, they macho, whatnot, 2 minutes later.
Yeah, it's like, I've been smoking weed since I was a teenager, man. I got this, dude. Yeah. You don't got this.
You don't got
nothing.
It's
going to hit you in the arse.
Man, but a dab's quite an expensive setup, eh? Because it's more concentrated THC or the substance that you... The dab is like a sticky gel.
Yeah, I know. It's
kind of thing.
It's the resin from the plant, so it is hash basically.
Yeah, but it's not hash like when it's black and it's compact. No, hash as we know it.
No, it's like an extract. You're extracting the oil, so there's no plant material. Exactly. It's just the oil.
And it's being
and the processes of extracting are quite involved. I don't know much about them, but I know you can press them at high pressure. You can use butane, which is dangerous. I mean, I've seen some people who have burnt their faces pretty badly.
Fucking gonna put butane in my lungs.
Yeah. And then what? You're gonna smoke butane.
I draw the line at Nyape.
So like, Nyape is the shit. Bro.
It is, man, and it's
we need to get more kids on that, man.
We need to do I actually want to start a campaign to get Nyape out there in the schools.
Yeah, to legalize Nyape.
Shed the light on it, and
that's the next step,
bring our community together with Nyape. It'll be the main thing. That's the way we go.
Totally, man.
Okay, so Cannabis Cup, we chatted about that. That is really, really epically exciting.
Very excited about that.
Is that going to be televised? Is that going to be streamed?
I think it'll be streamed. It would be nice to stream it. I don't think we'll get any media coverage.
Yeah, I think that's also maybe it's a bit too sensitive now. Someone will be like, we don't want to be the first media company to broadcast marijuana.
People are like sort of dipping their toes in, but like no one really knows what's going on. So it's like it's very tentative. It's a cool energy at the moment because like everything's about to change, but it's like slow.
I was going to ask you
all this excitement, but it's like fuck, So
we've had the bill passed, or the whatever you want to call it, that
constitutional court.
The marijuana is allowed to be smoked at home. You still can't sell it. You still can't distribute it.
Yeah, it's your constitutional right to smoke cannabis in the privacy of your own home or space. Yeah. And to grow it for yourself.
And there's a grey area around that, if I'm not mistaken. That's you can grow enough plants for yourself.
Well, I think there's actually no set amount.
Exactly. Just so hence the grey. So I mean, it's obviously an ongoing joke that guys go about like what is your own capacity? It could be 45 plants. Like I'm a heavy smoker. Yeah. So I mean, if the authorities now have to go jump over your gate and you've got 20 plants there,
basically up to you then to convince them that
I can smoke these plants.
Growing this for personal use. And also, I mean, this is South Africa, so what your rights are and what actually happens are normally two different things, right? So man, it's luck of the draw.
Yeah, it's luck of the draw.
Yeah. Shit, dude. It's like, you can sort of do it, but like, hey man, if you get caught, just like, you better shit talk your way out of it quickly.
Yeah, did you hear there was a video going around, I think on Tuesday or Wednesday, one of these small little towns, I think it was out by Emalahleni or somewhere there.
You mean Woodbank, right?
Yeah. No, I'm just being PC.
PC, bro.
Puss cunt.
Yeah, I was just going to say
You were just going to say that. You're a puss cunt? What? I didn't know that. I don't want to be on the show. Yeah. So the story is they were doing random checks, security checks, in this little daughter P. I will put the link in the description.
I saw this link.
And they arrested somebody for carrying weed, and it was in his car. And the caption was like, did nobody tell this little town that people are allowed to have weed on them for their own personal possession.
But you must remember, like, that's technically east of the East Rand, and the East Rand is, 20 years behind.
Yeah.
As it is, right?
So it'll only be, they'll only get the news.
I can feel the 80s happening around me.
Yeah. I mean, because for those of you guys at home, we shoot this in Benoni.
Yeah.
So things are, we're only going to upload this in 6 years' time when they get farther. So
totally,
hang on. This footage you're watching now, this was recorded back in 2019.
Is it 2019?
Yeah, but we're releasing in 2025.
Okay, cool, 2025.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, man. Much older, grey hairs. What were we talking about?
Sorry, so the other question I wanted to ask you, Keith, was, that's very cool. Thank you so much for shedding light.
Yeah.
I genuinely cannot wait. So if there's some sort of a database or a mailer or whatever, I need those links. I want to be there.
We might need an MC, man.
Dude, I know a few good guys I can hook you up with.
We'll dab you up and put you on stage.
Give them one dab and I'll just go there and I start drooling out the mouth.
So good.
That would be a disaster for you guys. But I need to probably practice on a few dabs.
But funny as fuck though.
I'm a dab virgin, yeah. I'm a real life virgin.
Yeah.
But I'm a dab virgin as well.
Yeah. Two good things to be, man.
I wanted to chat about you're a tour manager.
Yes, I've done some tour management in my time.
Do you manage bands or do you just manage what the bands are doing on that tour specifically? So you come in at a certain point and you leave at a certain point. Where does the tour manager fit in?
Tour manager sort of makes sure that everything on the road is done and ready and working while the band is moving with you. So you make sure ahead of time that the venue's ready, the backline's there, the engineer's there, the backstage setup is done, all the hospitality's done, hotels are fucking booked, flights are booked, vehicles are booked.
You do everything.
And
an advanced babysitter.
Yeah, basically it's it's babysitting, hey?
People that are just on drugs and alcohol all the time.
It's a broken home with extra ego, dude. It's amazing, dude. And you know
like
what?
Parents to them.
Actually, my work with bands actually trained me for being a dad. Because it's the same fucking thing. It's a bunch of fucking piss, puke, powder and bottles.
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay, and you're a dad in real life.
I am a dad in real life, yeah.
That's hectic.
Yeah.
So by the time the babies came...
That's tour management, basically. It's parenting.
Yeah, you've cleaned shit out of people's bums before.
Yeah.
So this baby was like,
it's fucking easy,
this is nothing.
Yeah,
you call this shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, where adult shit is like, it's bigger.
Yeah.
I think an adult's poo is physically larger than an infant's poo.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's big as the infant. I've seen guys, I've seen some poos in my time. They're not necessarily my poos, but just poos in general of mates. Because we got a WhatsApp group where anyone takes a decent shit, put it on the group and you send it and you'd be like, wow.
Group X, man. That's such a guy thing. Hey?
It is, man. But if the poo's big enough and it doesn't break up, because sometimes guys can poo, and then if the poo's big, you got to stop and breathe, and then if your arsehole clinches, it cuts the poo. So the poo comes out in like a segment, and that's not lacquer for the photo. So it's about pushing it out, holding it, catch your breath, and then finish the rest of the poo out. So it comes in one long, sublime piece of poo.
Yeah.
And that goes into the WhatsApp group, and I win that week.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and what is the prize?
Respect.
It's just
a respect I'm wanting. It's not about anything. What prices, you know what I mean? Like, what price can you give to somebody for
epic shits?
Epic shits. It's respect.
Dude, yeah.
So tour managing. Sorry about that. To backtrack. Who have you managed before? What's some of the names that we've seen, what we've worked with?
Jeez, I did. I tour managed the Hoggity Hog for many years.
Dude, that was one of my first CDs that I bought.
Really?
Just as a kid. Oh, man, I need to see the album. I can't remember. I think it was Oink.
Yeah.
Just when I had cash, and that's something I bought by myself as a kid. I was really impressed.
Fucking love that band, and getting to work with them as an adult was so surreal, because as a kid reading Blunt magazine,
oh my god, Blunt magazine,
I'm so fucking old, reading about the Hogs as a little kid in Blunts, all these years later, like I'm fucking road managing like my heroes. It was
that is really a dream come true.
It was fucking cool, man. And then there've been a few over the years. I still work with Half Price from Cape Town quite a lot. Earlier this year we did Teenage Bottle Rockets. I've done Red 5-Point Star from Slovenia. On the merchandise side, in the last few years I've done Lush Festival, Seetho, Midnight Oil, Texas.
Okay, man, I've seen your work. I've been to all those festivals here and there. So you also kind of tasked with the merchandising on clothes,
clothing,
on posters,
apparel,
on design, like a bit of across the board.
Totally.
So, you're juggling a lot. You've got between merchandising, tour managing, being involved in the cannabis industry and bringing in seeds, and then eventually setting up the Cannabis Cup.
And being a fucking great dad.
Yeah. You must be. How did you get time to come here this morning, hey?
Huh?
How did you find time?
I only came in this morning because John agreed.
No. John's the guy you have sex with. No, it's our producer.
Yeah, he's your producer. His nanny is is looking after my girl with his girls today. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to come because it's my weekend.
So thank you, John.
So thank you, John.
Thank you,
for
nannies out there.
babysitting, and all those great nannies
all the great nannies.
Yeah, who put up with our kids' shit.
I used to be a nanny. I've been
I would not,
but I ultimately babysat these kids for like 6 months. Ooh. And I think the mom who I was looking after just thought I was a piece of shit because I'd always like rock up there and I had a Mazda Sting that was falling apart.
Yeah.
And I think one day she was just like, it's not going to work out.
How did you get that right? Because like as far as I know, people are reluctant to let like guys look
after the male thing. So this sounds weird and it's not some sick kiddie sex joke. I've got 9 years experience with kids. So I used to be a camp counselor for 5 years.
Oh right, that's
coached
cool.
rugby for 3 years, and then I worked in a school in Ireland as a gap year for another year.
Okay.
So like I just put on my CV, I'm a child expert. It's literally the case.
That's fucking awesome.
Whether that's an industry or not, but people see a picture of me and I'm like smiling like that.
Yeah, like, your kids are gonna love me, man.
If there's like a Tinder version of looking for nannies, they just keep swiping because I do look like a creep. That's beyond my genetic composition.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah. But I wasn't ever a nanny that got hits on. Like nobody wanted to fuck me.
I can see why.
Yeah. But Keith, listen, thanks so much for your energy today and your cuntiness. It was really nice having you on stage.
Thank the donuts and the coffee for the energy, man, because I'm fucking tired.
thank you, Crispy Clean for the donuts and Hess Cafe for the Hess Cafe? Hess Cafe is the best one. Where can we catch your social media details?
Social media details.
If you just do this in front of your camera, we can put it in there.
Let's put it in there, hey?
In between your hands.
Can you see it? Can you see it? Because I fucking can't.
Yeah, we can.
Fuck, dude. Okay, Green Smoke Room Seeds. You can find us on Facebook as Green Smoke Room and as well as Instagram. The Canna Cup website is cannabiscupsouthafrica.com. You can go register there if you're a grower and you're into
get ready, get excited,
and winning some cool stuff and getting really well. Hey, we're getting well here. It's all wellness and medication.
Oh yeah.
And then like merchandising and tour stuff, you can find me at The Vulture on Instagram and on Facebook.
At The Vulture, sweet.
Yeah, The Vulture. And if you try and Google me personally, you'll see nothing because I've successfully made myself fucking invisible.
Yeah. I mean, we're still
how that is, man. Yeah.
On the sex offender websites, he's still there, but just on Google and the everyday websites. Sure.
But I'm working that. I'm working that out. You know?
Working that out. Yeah. Well, Keith, thanks so much for coming in today. A sign-off message for the people back home. Anything vulgar you just feel like saying for no reason?
Yeah, don't smoke Nyaupe. We were joking.
Yeah, that was a joke.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
Stick to
That's
crack.
bad stuff, man. Stick to crack, dude. Yeah. Or smoke dabs. It's basically crack but weed.
Yeah, in a nutshell. Guys, thank you so much. Keith, thank you so much for having us today.
Awesome.
Epic. Anytime you're welcome back here. We look forward to the Cannabis Cup. And viewers back home, join us next week for an episode with Vui Kaba, the one and only comedian and recovering heroin addict.
He's not that funny.
He's not that funny. Yeah. He's actually a bit of a cunt.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much. Tune in next week and we'll see you. Peace. Peace. Everyone else is fine? Okay.
Bit of echo.
Huh?
Bit of echo.
Yeah, but it doesn't really pick up in the sun.
Perfect. Good. Okay, cool.
Rolling.
Cheers and stairs, bruh.
Rolling. Let me leave the room. There we go.
Cunty
We've got a name for your mascot. It's Cunty Cunt Cunt. Good. Here we go. He kind of looks like you. The more I look at you, the more resemblance are around you. You know? Yeah.